Hello friends, welcome to Frontal Lobe. This is Dr. Saman. So we are reading about growth and development. Today is the part 3 of this series. We have already read about growth and development and anthropometric parameters. Today we will study about another very important topic, that is growth charts. Growth charts, very important and very confusing. So please pay attention. So what are growth charts? These are nothing but graphical representation of anthropometric parameters. So we have already studied different anthropometric parameters like weight for age, height for weight for height, then BMI, mid upper arm circumference, then we have skin fold thickness and so on. So when we plot these anthropometric parameters on a graph with respect to age and the growth of these parameters, then it is known as a growth chart. Growth chart. Why do we do so? We do so because it is a good tool for growth surveillance. So growth charts are nothing but they are good tool for growth surveillance. So suppose a mother comes to you and she wants to know, she has a child, you are a pediatrician. As a pediatrician, she wants to know that whether her child is growing normally or not, right? So we have standard charts. As you can see on this screen, we have a standard growth chart, WHO growth chart. It is for girls. How do you know? Because WHO growth charts are color coded. So pink is for girls, blue is for boys. So this is for girls and it is for weight for age. This is weight for age, right? This is weight for age girls, weight for age girls, and for which age group? From birth to 5 year, from birth to 5 year, and it is a Z score growth chart. It is a Z score growth chart. So what are the different points you can notice in this growth chart, in this particular growth chart? That this is a WHO growth chart, this is a WHO growth chart for girl between the age of birth to 5 years, and it is a Z score chart. So charts are Z score charts, as well as we have Z score or standard deviation charts, and we also have percentile charts. So this is Z score chart. So what is the importance? We have studied that the growth charts are a good tool for growth monitoring, growth surveillance. So if the mother has come to you with her baby girl and she wants to know whether her growth is normal or not, whether the weight of the girl is growing normally or not. So suppose when she comes to you for the first time when her girl was 6 months of age, right? So at first visit uski hui 6 months of age पे. 6 month पे you took the weight of this child, because every visit पे आप weight करोगे, ठीक है? तो 6 months पे you see that the baby is weighing 6 kg. Suppose baby is weighing 6 kg. So what will you do? You will plot this on this growth chart. So you can see this is 1 year. So जो bold वाले lines हैं, they depict years. You can see on this axis there is age. On x axis we have age in months and years, and on this axis we have weight in kilograms, right? So at 6 months of age, this particular baby is weighing 6 kg. So this is 6 months, right? This is 6 months and this is 6 kg. So when are these meeting? At this point. So you will plot over here. You will put a mark, you will put a dot over here, that at 6, and this dot depicts that for this baby at 6 months of age, this baby was weighing 6 kgs. Suppose the baby comes to you again at 1 year of age, and now you weigh the baby again, and now the weight of the baby has become 7 kg. So she has gained some weight and now the baby weighs 7 kg. Again what will you do? You will find the age on x axis, she is now 1 year of age, and the weight on y axis. So this is 6, this is 8, between 6 and 8 this is 7. So where are these crossing? These are crossing over here. So you'll put another dot over here. Suppose Now this particular baby is 2 years of age. This baby is 2 years of age, right? Now this baby has grown and she is 2 years of age, and at 2 years of age this baby has gained some more weight. Now she weighs 9 kg. 9 kg. Again, what will you do? You will check the age on x-axis, that is 2 years, and the weight on y-axis. So between 8 and 10 it is 9. So where are these two meeting? Over here, right? Understood? Now at 3 kg, suppose the fourth visit of the baby occurs at 3 years of age. Again the baby comes to you, you are the pediatrician of the child, female child. She has completed her 3 years and now she comes to you and she is now weighing 10 kg. Suppose you weigh the baby and the weight of the baby comes out to be 10 kg. So again you will find the age over here 3 years and weight over here 10 years. 10 kgs at 3 years of age, 10 kgs at 3 years of age over here, right? So you now have 4 readings. You have monitored the weight of this particular baby over a period of time. In each visit you have recorded the weight and you have plotted on this particular WHO growth chart for girls from birth to 5 years of age, and this is a Z-score chart. Now what does a Z-score chart means? That it has, you can see it, this graph has already 5 lines. So line number 1 is this, line number 2 is this, line number 3 is this, 4 is this, and 5th is this. Can you see it? Can you appreciate the 5 lines from here till here? Can you appreciate it? यहाँ से यहाँ तक आपकी from birth till 5 years of age. From birth till 5 years of age we have 6 lines. Now ये जो green वाली line है, the green line depicts 0 Z score. 0 Z score means the median. 0 means median. 0 means median. What does the red one, नीचे वाला red one depicts? नीचे वाला -2 standard deviation. -2 standard deviation. -2 standard deviation. Right? What does ऊपर वाला red depicts? It depicts +2 standard deviation. +2 standard deviation. नीचे वाला black depicts -3 standard deviation. -3 standard deviation. And ऊपर वाला black depicts +3 standard deviation. +3 standard deviation. So this is, we have already this graph with 5 standard growth curves. 5 standard growth curves. One is median, 2 are -1, -2 and +2 standard deviation, and 2 are -3 standard deviation and +3 standard deviation. Understood? So we already have 5 standard growth curves over here. Now we'll draw the curve for this particular baby. So we'll drawing with blue, right? So if we meet, if we connect all these dots, we'll find that weight of the baby is like this. So you can see it was following -2 standard deviation curve till 1 year of age, till 2 year of age. It was falling over -2 standard deviation of the weight. And now when the baby is 3 years old, suppose she has come with diarrhea, she has diarrhea for 1 week, she is not able to eat anything, and she comes to you and you weigh the baby, you find the weight of the baby is 10 kg, and now when you plot it on this graph, you find that it is between -2 standard deviation and -3 standard deviation. Between -2 standard deviation and -3 standard deviation. Right? With the help of this graph, you have depicted that on her 4th visit, when she visited you when she was 3 years of age with an episode of diarrhea, the weight of the child has become somewhat deviated from the curve she was already following. Right? Understood? So earlier she was following the -2 standard deviation curve, and now the curve has flattened. This curve has flattened. It means she has some illness because of which the growth has hampered. So this is the importance of growth chart. you can depict whether the child is growing normally or not, and if any point comes when the child becomes sick or some other incidents occur in child's life, child may lose the same growth velocity. So you can tell the child, you can tell the mother, you can ask the mother that this child needs rehabilitation. You will advise her accordingly that the weight is not as per expected and she needs some rehabilitation. So this is the importance of plotting on the growth chart. Serial monitoring is very important, because with the help of serial monitoring you can know that the child is not gaining weight or other anthropometric parameters also not attaining at the particular age. I hope this is very clear to all of you. Now coming to what are the different growth charts. So earliest growth chart was given by NCHS. What is NCHS? It is National Center for Health Statistics. You must have heard about it. National Center for Health Statistics. National Center for Health Statistics. It is obviously it is in US. So NCHS growth charts, they released first growth charts in year 1977. So year 1977 first growth charts were released, and they were released by NCHS growth charts. Then a few years later CDC, that is Center for Disease Control. Again this is a US organization. CDC US again given a growth chart a few years later. Now the disadvantage of both these charts was, what was the disadvantage? That they took the US babies as standard, US babies. So all the babies they have taken, they were from United States, and they all were formula fed babies. They all were formula fed babies. So earliest growth chart was given by NCHS. Then a few years later CDC gave a few growth charts. The disadvantage of both these charts, both these standards, were that they were based on US babies who were formula fed. Now WHO came with growth charts in 2006. So these are the most important growth charts, obviously. Why so? What did WHO did? WHO did a study which is known as MGRS study. Now what is this MGRS? MGRS is multicentric growth reference study.